Let me invite to the stage Tanya Parfenyuk and Anna Zdorenko. Maybe we can start just from really short introduction about you, about the company, and then we'll move on into our panel discussion. Anna, please be first.
Hi, I'm Anna, founder of INCYMO.AI. It's a company that creates products with AI that increase revenue of our clients. And the latest one, it's a platform that generates your video or your banners like ad creatives from scratch and help you to boost your digital sales with the better performance on them. Short introduction, I'm an engineer. After that, I started courses how to become entrepreneur for engineers together with Intel. After that, I consulted more than 100 startups and helped them to close their businesses and to increase their revenue, to fundraise and even do M&A with big American corporations. And as well as I got an experience as a consultant in Deloitte, a product manager in online banking, where we build machine learning models. So after that, I launched my second startup, and here I am.
Great, amazing. Tanya.
Hi everyone, I'm Tanya. I'm recently moved to Cyprus from Germany. Happy to see so many beautiful faces today. That's my first time here. So I'm CEO and co-founder of Zing Coach startup, B2C startup. We're under the umbrella of Palta. We're quite big, have more than 1 million installs and finished the last year with 6 million revenue. I think that's quite big. What we are doing is amazing. I think so. We're redefining the market of business, digitalizing the personal fitness experience, using the latest technology. So in the app, you can find the service like the service with a personal trainer. You can train with the app at home, in the comfort of your home or in the gym. And later, we will add more different types of activities to scale our experience. A little bit about my background. I took my lifelong love of creating to university, ended with a bachelor's diploma of science. And after, I always involved in some business projects in parallel with study, in parallel with corporate work. And after 15 years of working as product manager and top manager, I finally switched to the full-time job. It was like 5 years ago. That's it.
Don't skip the mic, because you've mentioned about the product management. I also went through your LinkedIn, and you have really interesting path, because you grew, let's say, from within, right? From the product management to the top management position, director of product, and then you switched to the entrepreneurial path. So my interest is what was, let's say, the most challenging aspects when you were making this transition, and did you have any doubts how you overcome it? So how the decision was made and how it felt?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question. First of all, not everything is on the LinkedIn page. It's only the best. As I said before, I was always involved in some business project. So I had some offline and online experience. I think it's not my first baby, not my first startup. And I think that switching between the corporate work, I mean switching between one company to another company, or switching to the full-time job, as entrepreneur is a little bit risky, and better to try and fail than never try. That's my first advice. And the second one is having an idea. It's not enough for starting any startup. you should switch your mind. You should train your mind to become an entrepreneur. It's totally different style of living. It's what I called entrepreneur mindset. So how you prioritize your time, how you balance your life, how you set up boundaries, it's totally different compared to the corporate work. Corporate work is good because as many of you ladies, I had some lack of confidence in my skills to switch it as a full-time job, I mean entrepreneur job, and over a decade being a product manager, again, enough skills to manage the company, to work with clients for marketing and others areas of responsibilities, but it would help you to scale the company, it would help you to manage the company, but it won't help you to start and launch the company from 0 to 1. Let's maybe start with yourself, and after that, I think that it would be much easier.
So, yes, but did you face like any doubts during this period, or it was like easy decision?
It was logical. It was logical because working in parallel, and after that switching to it's like full-time job. I would recommend everyone just to have this corporate experience. It's specifically help you during the company scale. Right now we have 57 people in the company, and I could compare my experience as a founder with experience as a top manager.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Not just to start from scratch after university, right? But maybe just see a bit how it already working in the corporate world, and maybe replicate some good examples. Okay, Anna, you've been working a lot with startups, as you already mentioned. So how this past experience, when you went over 1,000 of companies, 100. But anyway, you saw the inside out of the startup world, and probably you already knew that it's not easy, that it's challenging path. So how this past experience shaped you as a founder?
It's totally brilliant experience. I could recommend anybody because it works in many different ways. When you, as a product manager, works with different products, you talk to different people, experts, you gain your overview, understanding how the process looks like, how it works. So the same when you have an option to talk to different startup founders, to different entrepreneurs, they share their insight with you. So what the problem is, how they try to solve it, what worked, what didn't work, how they solve problem with the co-founders. And after that, you see, for example, if in a startup founder just a tech guy, usually it doesn't work because they don't think about business, they don't think about their clients, and they fail. They can be brilliant. Even my co-founder, before it's his fourth or fifth business, and before he tried to do his own business alone, he's super brilliant guy. He's great communicator, but he failed. And after that, he realized that it's better to work with a business guy, business people, and be like a strong team together, covering all the ways. So yeah, working with more than 100 startups. Actually, I had experience before, so I had my first startup where I got experience, so that's why it's great advice from Tanya. If you want, just try. It's better to fail, but you get experience, you get network, knowledge, and after that you can improve. If you don't move, you will not move. And that's it. After that, we passed different courses for tracking, business coaching, kind of. And so working with startups, I saw what I should not do. So how it's better to start, to incorporate, where incorporate, how to found co-founders, what setup of co-founders should be in my team to reach real results, because I saw teams that failed and they couldn't do this, so it's really important to do this setup. And also how to talk to investors. because we had many investors, and not to just talking about bullshit. What's important, as I can say, and I can share my experience. Probably Tanya has different one. I see that in terms of fundraising, when you want to build startup and fundraise, it's super important to know these people, because just imagine you have money, you did exit before, and just you startup founder say, hi, I have great idea, give me your money, it's brilliant, it's unicorn company. And you said, yes, even with data, even with metrics and analysis, you want to trust these people. So it's better when you do this, definitely come to such type of meetups, meet these people, build your network, and at the same time start to search for the most painful problem in the market you can see, analyze this market that it's enough big, found great co-founders. Really, guys, when you want to build a successful company, you need the best one, because if you don't have the best one, you will be medium, not enough good, many competitors, not enough support, that's it. So and I saw these answers that helped me to start, so it's really helped a lot.
Did your previous experience, especially with failing, let's say, first company, help you to find the right idea? And did you have, let's say, a few ideas and tested it out and then decided that this one is the best one and this one we will follow? Or how this ideation process worked?
That's a really brilliant, great question. So yeah, first of all, I decided that I will not do hardware startups anymore. No, thank you. Because it's too complicated. Just imagine when you failed in hardware startup in process of factory in China, you need to rebuild it from zero. It's a huge amount of money. When you're building just software startup, change the code and move on. After that, so when I decided to build my second startup, I started to generate ideas. I knew that it's super important, maybe you're familiar with customer development. If not, definitely check this methodology for building startups. So I need to find big problem in the market to solve. I started to generate ideas, talk to different potential co-founders from the market I found, trying to analyze data, but we got that it all were wrong, really. Stupid ideas. Before we thought that probably it can be something interesting, but after all, I see that not. And the hack, how I hack the system through my network. That's why it's also super important to build your network. I found different mentors, and one of them was and is a big entrepreneur. He has his own companies, and he told me about the problem in the market. So exactly that previous speaker were talking about, talk to your corporates, to your potential customers, and he mentioned that they have huge amount of data, but they don't use it properly. And after that, I got an idea. Okay, it's something I already solved in my previous company, working in corporate, actually, not my previous company. I was a product manager. I know how it works, and I came to Cyprus here, talking to another potential clients. So he got me an idea, and after that, I started
validation.
To validate
so he validated your idea.
Yeah. So and here I started to talk to other founders, our business development managers, producers, and only after they confirmed that they have a need, that they don't know how to solve it by themselves. Only after that, I found my first client, and start to build a product. So the best validation when I already have clients that need it, and that's how I can be sure that other companies will buy my product and they have a need in this.
Great example. That's really reassuring what previous speakers said. Tanya, if I get this right, because I don't really understand, let's say, the Palta model with different companies, so if you can bring us up to speed on how this works, and if Palta is acting as a venture builder, or let's say the company who is providing some kind of infrastructure, or the company who is helping you to validate idea, find idea, I don't know, help you to find the traffic for, let's say, B2C company. So how it worked under this kind of structure in your experience?
I could answer this question on behalf of Zing, because every company has their own experience For those who didn't familiar with Palta, Palta is ecosystem of startups, health and fitness. Actually, we still support Prisma and Lenza that is operating in the photo and video space. But the most well-known companies are Flow Health, Simple Fasting, and probably Zing.
Who's using Flow? Flow is femtech startup, yeah. Oh, great.
I was using Flow. Yeah. So Palta, Palta is our mentors. Palta, that's our partners. And we have started, so actually Zing is 3.5 years old startup. We have started the company together with Palta like 3.5 years ago. And Palta, it's our mentor, as I said, first of all, so it's crucial for any of startups to set up this circle of mentors that's pointed out you during the startup direction. It really saves a lot of resources. So for the early stage startup, Palta supports us with resources. As a deep tech startup, AI startup, well know that it requires more time for iteration, for technical iteration. So we all together with Palta was ready to, that it would be a long journey. After 3 years, so last years were quite successful for the company. We switched on the monetization. We already have the validated product, validated by market, validated by clients. And right now we're ready for Series A. Actually, we're almost close our Series A round. I think that in a couple of months we will be ready to announce it. On that stage, Palta supported us with all the back office, legal, papers, financials, and other resources. And it's really very important because for these 3.5 years, I was really focused on what matters: product, marketing, go-to-market strategy, and of course the team. So I didn't spend a lot of time for fundraising, for this paperwork. It really helped us.
So actually they became your, let's say, pre-seed, seed investors and provided like the whole infrastructure so that you will be able to focus on the product.
Yeah, the main idea is to help founders to focus on product.
Yeah, this is an interesting angle because in this, let's say, venture capital landscape, there are not only investors or business angels or private equity investors. By investors, I mean venture capital investors. There are also such companies as venture builders, and we even have one more, definitely, in Cyprus. I don't know if two. Ah, yes, Embrya and who?
Ultra VC, I think so.
Ultra VC. I didn't hear by it. Then we know 3. So in Cyprus there is Embrya, such venture builder. There
Genesis, yeah?
Genesis in Ukraine, but yeah, they have office here as well. Yeah, so Genesis. Also, we have Andrei Avseyevich, the entrepreneur angel investor, and the one who is helping to grow such companies. And Ultra
VC.
Ultra VC. So you see, Embrya, Genesis, Andrei, 4, and Palta, 5. So actually, we have, let's say, plenty interesting venture builders who can help you to kickstart and grow. They act as venture builders, kind of. Colos Ventures. They're also investing on the early stage. So let's say there are accelerators, there are venture builders, there are business angels, venture capital funds, private equity funds. So you have, let's say, options to choose. Yeah, we both mentioned, you both mentioned mentors and how it's affected. Actually, I had the question how a mentor made a huge impact in your life, and you already responded that question, that basically, yes, you together with a network of mentors created very successful companies, and your mentor helped you, let's say, to validate and overall bring the idea. But I've also when I was looking into both of you and trying to find some interesting facts, I noticed that you were telling the story on your Facebook page about Andreessen Horowitz and how you had this experience of speaking with a partner of the venture capital fund, because I feel that such discussions, it's kind of also mentorship session, because such big investors with huge experience, yes, they bring you super new angles, they're asking you such questions which could spark you into totally another direction. So tell us a bit about this experience and overall about your experience with mentors and how to approach them and how to prepare for such discussions. For example, with Andreessen Horowitz partner, how did you prepare and how did you know, I don't know, what questions you should ask?
So yeah, Andreessen Horowitz is one of the top VC fund in the world. We had an interesting story how I got acquainted with them. It was all just personal drive, like posting right stories in Twitter, grabbing their attention, meeting in San Francisco or LA, and after that getting this connection that's important when you have connections with the VC if you want to fundraise. And after all, so I sent him a follow-up and he mentioned that, yeah, I'm okay to have a call with you. I was like, wow, brilliant. So just about preparation, I can't tell you many insights because it was all about our company. I'm building the company with a focus on solving problem in the big market. So why we solve this problem, why it's important, why it has a chance to become a unicorn. So based on this, I have all the explanation why we can achieve these results. And I had just to tell our story to this partner, and he confirmed. He didn't switch our angle. So probably we were well prepared before because he said, wow, you're building a really great solution and a huge problem. Just, I believe that as soon as you finish what you want, it will be a game changer. So in this case, it was like inspiration, additional proof that it works. And according to another mentors, it's really important. Sometimes we forget about it, but if you have an option to have at least once per month a mentor session, every week mentor session with different mentors, it really will help you to grow. I saw it many times, working with the startups when we had mentor session, like tracking session each week. It helps not just because mentor is great, and it's usually because of this, but it's also because you have time when you can focus on strategy, on analysis, understanding what you really need to do and what you do not. So I also had a great mentor session with the CEO of Miro. He is my ex-boss, let's say, in Deloitte. And also he explained me very brightful insights, how they get new team members. So it's super important, actually, to check if during 1 month the new team member, hiring, don't show not just great results, but you feel there's something wrong. After that, you can try to explain what's going wrong and fix it. But after 2 months, if it's not changing, just say goodbye. It's better because you need to work with the best people. And if you see at the beginning that something wrong, be sure in the future it will be wrong all the time. I had unfortunately had similar experience with my first co-founder. He had brilliant portfolio as a PhD in data science in the US, Berkeley, Colorado. He is a speaker in many conferences and so on and so forth. But my first experience was like, I feel something wrong. Like, it's not a match. All the time stress, talking to him, communicating, all the time something wrong and so on. And after all, really, I had to stop it at the beginning, not believe in that such brilliant experience or stuff. If you feel something wrong, just stop it and you will find the better one. We, I don't know how to say, checked more than 100 programmers before we found our team member. And I'm so happy that I had such great CTO with great experience that had enough passion to wait, to check, and only the brilliant one was accepted. And until today, he is a super brilliant, super responsible, super smart, super everything. So it's really important how to choose people. So, and according back to mentors, if you have an option, just do it. Even today, you come and you get your insights. If you can find how to prepare to mentors, first of all, understand what you want to do and what you need to succeed in your journey. As soon as you understand what you need to succeed, which way, which question you can prepare, after that you understand which people can solve this problem, and you just go there and ask. For sure, mentor will not tell you, yeah, do something. You need to come with a question, and after that you get answers. So it's super important to create questions.
That's great insight about saying goodbye early on, right? To people and any partner, really. Yeah, but it's also interesting. First of all, as the startup founder, you need to recruit people by yourself, and by, let's say, checking 100 developers, it's like, wow, it's really, huge motivation. So how do you now identify, let's say, what are the key indicators and green flags and red flags? Okay, one red flag we discovered, let's say, no chemistry, you feel something wrong, you feel that yes, something is not changing in the behavior, and you are just not fit to each other, let's say. What good indicators you are using right now for your team and I don't know, for your co-founders, and maybe what bad indicators for you now?
For sure, good indicators is the passion of the person. If it's not passionate, if it's just like, yeah, I'm doing something, it's not a fit. You have, and all the time I'm checking and try to check the responsibility level. And as I understood in my previous job, that it's super important to, in any place, if person is responsible, she will try whatever it takes to solve the problem. If not, just it doesn't help you at all. So responsibility, great communications. So I feel that this is honest person, can communicate purely, I don't know, be a great team member in startup. You can't work alone, as we discussed previously. You have to be a team worker. So responsibility, and also I realized that it's good try to get feedback. If it's really top level co-founder, partner, someone, try to find someone who worked with this person and ask how was it, because it's like different people tell kind of a marriage. You are going to build company. It's not for 1 year, 2 years, mostly several more. And to be sure that you're building with the right person, it's great. And actually, I have another hack. It's not obvious. If you have an option, just put your KPIs at the beginning, and in case if you are not okay for each other after 1 year or something, that you have an option to say goodbye to each other. Because if you started just like a founding team as an equity partners from one company, it will be super complicated to do something after all. So it's better try to with option agreements, KPIs or something like this.
Tanya, what is your angle on the question? And also, it's interesting because like 57 team members, correct? So how do you motivate yourself and the company and the team members, especially when, I don't know, there is feelings that something going on, or we still haven't yet there on the revenue projections we had, or on metrics projections we had. So did you, maybe first question, did you experience such give up mood, let's say? And did your team experience such a mood, and how you're constantly motivating them? And also, of course, it would be interesting to know your angle on the hiring best team.
Actually, I love the previous conversation. It was like chit-chatting about your ex-business partners. Let's discuss them. Yeah. Back to your question. I'm naturally curious. I'm driven by curiosity. I don't think that I need some extra motivators. That's something that push me through my entrepreneur journey. But what's about the team? We have different people in the team, and different people request different motivators. So, and it's very important to understand which type of motivator help a person to balance this level of energy. As I said, we're like 57 people, split between 2 offices, Poland and Cyprus, and we're still small enough, so I could like keep an eye on every person and attract this moment when there is some lack of resources, lack of energy, lack of motivation to help everyone. The core team, 15 people, we're together from the day one in the company. So it's something like the basics of the company. So we know each other very well, and we could rely on each other. So back to your question about motivation, I think that success of the company is the biggest motivator. We stopped the company in Minsk 3.5 years in 2020. After that, we moved to Kyiv. Then we moved to Warsaw. And we're still together. And what motivates us is mission of the company. People really inspired by the mission, values. We share the same values. And I think that the success of the last year, that's something that it's really big motivator. I remember when we sliced the cake with 1 million on the top, that was something that it was a challenging journey, but we achieved it, and nowadays we have a new North Star metric that we're moving forward to. So it's much easier to motivate people and support people when you have the stable revenue stream, when you have cool office, when you have enough money on the balance. But if not, values probably and mission is something that support you every day.
And the last but not least, the question. As you have, Tanya, Mike, it will be for you. So you're the CEO, you're a mom, you're a pregnant woman. What advice would you give to women who aspire to pursue entrepreneurship while managing life? What are your personal life hacks in this journey?
Prepare the papers for your investors that you will not take maternity leave in the middle of investing round. To be serious, my elderly one is 17 years old, my son, and I became mom before I started any business. And I think that being mom and being CEO, it's like having dual jobs, having dual role. And my recommendations here is probably when you're in the morning and the afternoon in the office, full-time dedicate yourself to your professional work, and in the evenings full-time dedicate yourself into your being mom and being partner. And the second is delegate everything that you could because it would really help you to balance what really matters right now, how to prioritize the things that it's really very important at that moment.
Yeah, that's great. That's great advice. Anna, you're also mom of a young boy, and we all know, especially for early stage startups, that we are making sacrifices as moms because this ideal scenario of perfect work-life balance is probably something beyond our imagination, which we all want to achieve, but most probably it's impossible. So what are your sacrifices, and what's your approach in maintaining and juggling these two roles?
So I just organized my experience in such a way that I have enough help. After 3 months, we moved to my husband's parents, and they helped us during COVID time. After that, I found a brilliant nana, and she helped us a lot from morning till night. She was once even crying because, Anna, you work so much, just please let me be prepared for this. But we loved each other so much, so she was brilliant, really. And after that, moving to Cyprus, I organized my husband's parents, and they moved here, so it helped a lot, and without them, it wouldn't be possible, I think, because really I work from morning till night, and sometimes I see my baby in the evenings, and I try to spend time in weekend. So, but I hope that soon I will better organize my work-life balance and do better to see him.
Yeah, 100%. Because when you are being able to organize yourself and your team, to achieve big goals, definitely it will come up, after you achieve important, and will feel that, okay, now we can relax a bit. Yes, you will delegate it a bit, and will move on, into structure in family, and bring in much more attention. But what's important that your kids watching you, and you are being role models, both of you, to your kids. I think it's much more important than anything else. When a kid from the beginning, being a boy or girl, seeing that ladies could achieve, ladies could be entrepreneurs, ladies could be whoever they want.
Most important that each day they feel our love.
Yes,
yes. That's the one thing.
Yes, it's true. I made some meeting notes, let's say, after our panel discussions with a summary of the advices. So, first of all, in this entrepreneurial path, better try and fail than not try. Entrepreneurial life, it's not corporate life, so you need to prepare vice. Then try to work in corporate world and see good examples and maybe replicate experience. Check into venture builders. Say goodbye to bad partners and not the best fit of the teams, being it the chemistry or whatever red flags you're choosing. For team members, motivation, passion, values, mission, but most important, most probably, it's values, because even yes, this chemistry, which is apparent between people, I feel that sometimes the foundation is the shared values which you have, and let's say shared vision. Different people request different motivators, and the last, but maybe one of the important, being mom and the CEO, or being a career woman, is a dual role. So create your supporting system, and being at work, be committed as CEO or whoever you are in the position. Be at home, be committed mom. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, ladies. Any questions to our speakers from our audience?
Hi girls, thank you so much for sharing your experience. I also wanted to point out that I love Zing from like year one, best app. So previously Stavriana mentioned that it's best when you have a minimal viable product and pre-market fit confirmed with people who actually paid for a product. And I was just wondering, who did the MVP for your two latest successful products? Like, did you do it yourself? Did you outsource it? Did you find people pro bono? Because I know many girls from IT or like near IT stories who would love to get their ideas implemented, but they don't know where to start or where to get their, not necessarily engineers, but the people who will help them to figure out what are the minimal prototyping needed to validate their idea.
Actually, we didn't have any MVP. We just firstly sell, and after that, build the product.
How did you sell without MVP?
Talking to customers, understanding their needs, and promising to solve their needs.
Ooh, sneaky.
Actually, we had an experience and models that can solve this problem, but in different markets. But specifically for gaming, we didn't have it this time. So that's how we knew how we can do this specific problem we already solved. And after that, we just signed contracts, started to build it and finish and increase their revenue. And everyone is happy.
I think that for B2B world and for gaming world, it's quite different from the B2C. So the question was about two last startups, the last company. First of all, define the metrics of success. What's the metrics of success of your MVP? How you will evaluate whether it's worth to continue to working on this product or not. Define the target metrics and KPIs. So I think that I'm quite lucky. I have my friend designer and my friend engineer. We decided to do this. Actually, it was an interesting story how we get the first investments from Palta. We did the video, the movie, showing how Zing works. And I have to say that after 3.5 years, we're still doing the same product. So we're not pivoting to any other products. It was AI assistant just from the beginning. We just show the typical use cases. That what was enough to get money from Palta. I don't think that's enough, but I believe that our cool video helped us to do this. For the company before Zing, I joined the company on the stage where there were working MVP. But from my experience, also I had this gap between two startups when I'm working as an advisor for some of the venture capitalist companies, like the external advisor, especially for health and fitness. And I see a lot of examples. Well, people, they just showing something like videos, something like sketches, prototype in Figma. So it's really very cheap. But it depends. Some of the investors, they require to show you the revenue stream. If it's a deep tech company, you just need to build a prototype, working prototype, technical prototype. For B2B, it's totally another criteria of success, I think so. The number of sales or committed customers, yep. Contracts, something like this.
But if you really want to build something technical and just presentation or video, it's not enough. What I tried when I started, for sure, if you have a network in tech companies with tech guys that you know that they're brilliant, as I had luckily. But actually, another advice from very experienced entrepreneur and advisor I visited 2 weeks ago. She said, like, if you need a co-founder, if you need something, just post it everywhere. That you need great guy to build this stuff, and just through your network, talk to your friends, talk to your colleagues, post anywhere you can. Also, there are great, you can even just Google, find a co-founder, and that's how I did 3 years ago. And I found a platform that matched co-founders. They were just CVs of brilliant guys. They want to become an entrepreneur, and they need a match from the business side or otherwise if you are a technical guy. Otherwise, the same as there is a YC school. You also can find different tech guy or business guys if you want, otherwise. And also I went to Yacht with my friends, and I met their guy who is a data scientist, tech guy. He's building his own startup, and he understands that he needs a business guy. So just matching with different people, you can find someone who can help.
We have another question here.
Hi, speaking of prioritization, my question is, what is the main problem or issue you are facing at the current time, personally, as the founder? And what is the main problem you are meeting at the current time again, inside your business, maybe related to development, marketing, or promotion, or something else? What are the main problems and how you solve them? Thank you.
I think scaling. We're moving to the totally different stage as a company, having 60 people, almost 60 people, and moving from having 2 million monthly recurring revenue to improve it almost twice. It's always challenging. So the problem of scale, I think so.
And the solution?
Solution: work hard, find good people, analyze everything, be I don't know, just check it, try it, focus. I think that focus is the key for the majority of the problems.
We're in another stage of startup journey, so I would say the honest answer will be ups and downs. That once you think that it's all right, we cover all the revenue, break even, clients happy with us, after that something go wrong. And it's so stressful, to be honest, that it's all the time ups and downs. When it stops, never. Okay, so you have to figure out how to work, how to live with this, how to think, and probably to. Actually, I got this insight 1 week ago. Just make a step on the side and look what's going on there with a clean mind, what you need to do, what you need to think about, how you need to solve this. Because when we stress, it doesn't help, I think so. It just can you moving around and trying to do something and stress in your mind. You just need to be calm and understand what I do, why I do, how to do this, with what's the process, what's the people, so whatsoever I have to do to solve this, and move on and understand what's your strategy, what's your the shortest goal, and so on. Just moving, thinking, just analyze, act, achieve. Analyze, act, achieve, so something similar.
So zoom out, focus, and act. Any other questions?
Hi, Panis. I'm a startup journalist. Well done, first of all, for your startups and your success. Well done for the event. I forgot late to say. The first one is successful. I have one question, some suggestions. My question is, a lot of people, they say success is the sum of failures. And I want to, maybe if you want, just as quickly share something that you failed, you learned something, and you moved on to the audience, because it's good to talk about success, but it's good also to see the hard struggles that you had during building your startups. Also, some suggestions, the founders, I think Y Combinator has a very good platform to find a co-founder. Check it out. And also, regarding the venture builders, we have another 3 in Cyprus also, Kinesis Ventures, Gain Ventures Studio, and Gravity. And actually, Gravity invested in 20 hardware startups, deep tech. So it's very few hardware accelerators you'll find globally. So yeah, we have a lot of VCs and venture studios. We need good startups.
So actually I've already mentioned the biggest failure, and probably all the time it was about people. So making partnership with wrong co-founder, it was the thing that make us slower just for 1 year. We could move much faster if I didn't do this choice. As well as with some of team members, almost all of them are brilliant, luckily, but 2 of them were not so brilliant, and if they were another people, it would be much better. And also I wanted to add about venture studios and such type of companies. If you have an option to start your first company with a big partner, definitely think about it. Even if it takes some equity from you, this knowledge, network, money, expertise can give you so much more, and just with this you have much more chances to become a successful company, what you probably want to do. So if there is an option, just try to find it, because current market is super competitive, and specifically software, where there are big corporations, they're building something, and other companies, they're building something. And to find the right niche, it's very complicated, and if it's big enough, so it means that there are many competitors, and they want to be the number one there, and to compete with them probably is the right thing, to be part of venture ecosystem, like in Tanya's case, or at least if you're working in a big corporation already, to start to build something inside as a partner for co-founder inside the corporation or something. It's just my opinion. I wanted to, I don't know, Tanya, about your failures and something.
Maybe I would say 2. The first one is a statement that is repeated several times in my life: control things that you can control. Stop controlling everything. The second one is firstly build a good product, and after that marketing. I know that there are some people who would not agree with me, but I came from mobile universe for more than 10 years. I'm building different mobile products and B2C product. I've never get some experience with B2B except my offline studio gym in Minsk long time ago. But anyway, I would suggest that firstly build good product, because that's something that calibrate your mind self. If you start thinking about good product first, you will calibrate yourself and your team to the good product first, and marketing comes later.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that not to talk to our customers, not to try to understand what they really want to build a great product.
Thank you very much. It was very interesting, very inspiring. And we are done for today. Please follow us in Instagram and LinkedIn. Please join our platform, our LinkedIn. We will share the materials which were discussed today on the platform and in the chat, and also you can proceed with the discussion in the community. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for other events.